All right. We are going to be looking at some major assumptions in RCC, that is in reinforced concrete design. And the first assumption you need to note, because all of this will be asked in your exam, so you need to jot them down. The first one is a transverse section that which is plane before bending remains plane after bending. Please, you can jot that down. Is that clear? So number one, a transverse section that is plane before bending remains plane after bending. That is the first assumption that we are going to be using in this all through in this lecture. Number two, all tensile stresses is taken care of by what? By the steel reinforcement. Do you understand? By the steel reinforcement only. Write that. All tensile stresses are taken care of by what? By the steel reinforcement only. Do you understand? Because the reason why we are reinforcing our cement concrete beam is for us to be able to prevent it to fail due to what? Due to tensile stresses. Is that clear? All right. So all our tensile stresses are taken up by what? By the steel reinforcement only. And number three, resistance of concrete to steel is 9. Resistance of concrete to steel is 9. That is NIL, 9. Resistance of concrete to steel is 9. All right. And number three, our concrete is homogeneous and elastic in nature. It is homogeneous and elastic in nature. All right. And number four, the next one is concrete is of uniform quality. Exactly. It is of uniform quality and strength. It is of uniform quality and of uniform strength. All right. The next one is the strain. Of course, we must apply Hooke's law. So the strain is proportional to what? To strain. Strain is proportional to stress is proportional to what? To strain. Exactly. The strain is proportional to what? The strain. All right. And again, you must take note of this. The stress diagram on the compression side will be triangle. The let me come again. The stress diagram on the compression side will be what? Triangle. You are going to see this by the time we are dealing with, we want to deal with some derivation. So the stress distribution diagram, by the time we are drawing this, by the time we want to draw the stress distribution diagram of this, let me see if I can sketch it for you. All right. So the stress distribution diagram will be like this. All right. So the compression part, this is the compression part. So it's going to be triangle, right? So here we are going to have some reinforcement here. So this is how it's going to look like. So this is how it's going to look like. Is that clear? So we are going to have the stress diagram like this. All right. So you can see that the stress here is greater than this one. This one is greater than this. So the stress is decreasing as we are moving down the depth. Do you understand? So it's going to decrease as we are moving down the depth. So these are all the assumptions you need to take note in this lecture. I hope you understand. The first one is what? The first one is the transverse section remains plane before bending. The transverse section which is plane before bending remains plane after bending. Number two, all stresses are taken up by the what? By the steel reinforcement only. And number three, resistance of concrete to steel is 9. That is, such thing does not occur. And then number four, concrete is homogeneous and what? Elastic. And number five, concrete is of uniform quality and of uniform strength. And the other one, we said the strain is proportional to what? The stress. And the next one, we said the stress diagram on the compression side will be what? Triangle. Do you understand? I've explained that. So now, there's also another question they used to ask. They'll say, which of these assumption, do you understand? Which of these assumption is not applicable to what? Unsymmetrical section. Which of them? Who can try that? I would love to see that in the comment section. I would love to see that in the comment section. Please, I want you to comment that, because I saw a question like this in one examination, of which I was solving the question, is it some days ago. I saw them, they asked which of the assumption of RCC is not applicable to what? Unsymmetrical section. And I have already said something, but I want you to comment that in the comment section. Thank you. See you in the next lecture. And don't forget that we have a well-written material. We have a well-written material, structured, well organized, written by us. You know, anything coming from us are always top notch. Though the material is handwritten, it is written by me and Tutor. So we are preparing for you. We want you to have access to our material, and you can use them as a guide. After you have watched our lecture, you can also have access to our material. For you to get this, just send us a direct message on either our WhatsApp or our email. We'll respond to you very quickly. And peradventure, today is your first time of coming across our content. Do well to like, smash on the notification bell, so that anytime we upload a video like this, you will be the first to receive the notification. And again, before I go away, let me quickly tell you the answer. The assumption that is not applicable to unsymmetrical section is the first assumption. You understand? It is the first assumption. It is the first assumption. So I don't want to waste your time. Thank you. Stay tuned for more.